You know that feeling? You type healthy breakfast for weight losses into Google, and bam, it's just this wave of information, often contradictory.
Oh, absolutely. It's overwhelming. You almost feel like just, skipping it all together sometimes.
Exactly. But that's why we're here for this deep dive. We've done the sifting specifically for you. We're trying to cut through that noise.
Right. We've pulled together insights from places you probably know, Healthline, Eating Well, Good Food, even the NHS Healthier Family site. Solid sources.
And our goal is basically to find the really useful stuff, maybe some surprising facts, about breakfast foods that actually help with weight management.
Without all the fluff, just practical, actionable things you can use.
Okay, so let's dive in. Breakfast and weight loss. Why is it such a big deal?
Well, the message that comes through loud and clear is that breakfast kind of sets the stage for the whole day, especially if weight is your focus.
That's the tone, yeah.
Precisely. Think about starting with something super sugary, low on nutrients. You get that quick energy hit.
And then the crash.
Exactly. The crash. And that often leads to feeling hungry again really soon, maybe reaching for more snacks. It can really hinder your goals.
We've all done it, that mid-morning pastry regret. So Healthline really hammers this home. Choosing nutritious options helps avoid those cravings.
Yeah, that's the core idea. Better choices up front mean fewer cravings later, which obviously helps if you're trying to lose weight.
Okay, specifics then.
Eggs.
Eggs, a breakfast classic. What makes them good for this?
Eggs pop up everywhere. Healthline highlights them packed with high-quality protein, vitamins, minerals like selenium, riboflavin.
So nutrient dense.
Very. And the interesting part is the research suggesting that high protein content, it can actually dial down your appetite.
How does that work?
It seems to affect satiety hormones. Basically, helps you feel fuller for longer after you eat them.
Right, protein's known for that staying power. Okay, moving on. Wheat germ. Maybe not something people eat every day, but it sounds potent.
It really is. It's like the nutrient core of the wheat kernel. Healthline notes it's super concentrated in vitamins and minerals, manganese, thiamine, selenium.
And the fiber, that's important.
Definitely. It's high in fiber, almost 4 grams in just 1 ounce. That's significant.
So that fiber helps with weight.
Well, Healthline mentions research linking cereal grains, likely because of the fiber, to potential weight loss benefits. But they also rightly say we need more solid research on the whole metabolism and weight connection with grains specifically.
So potentially helpful, but part of a bigger picture.
Exactly. A good addition, not a magic bullet.
Got it. Okay, bananas, convenient, easy. What's the verdict there?
Bananas get a thumbs up. Healthline points out they're high in fiber, about 3 grams in a medium one, which is maybe 10, 11% of your daily need. And they're fairly low-cal, just over 100 calories.
And fiber from fruit generally is linked to weight loss, right?
Yes, there's research backing that up. More fiber from fruits and veggies seems to help.
Now, Healthline mentioned something interesting, unripe bananas. Resistant starch.
Ah, yes, resistant starch. It's a type of starch that, your body doesn't fully digest it high up, it travels further down.
Like fiber.
Sort of, yeah, it acts a bit like fiber. The idea is it might help reduce how much you eat overall, and maybe even impact belly fat specifically. Something about gut bacteria and fatty acids.
Huh. So a greener banana might have extra benefits.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay, next. Yogurt. Greek yogurt gets mentioned a lot.
Absolutely. Yogurt's great, but Greek yogurt really stands out because of its high protein content. That makes it super satisfying.
Was you full?
Exactly. And Healthline cites research suggesting it can support weight loss, but, as part of a balanced diet and with exercise, it's not just the yogurt alone.
Right, context matters. Okay, busy mornings, smoothies, they seem like a quick way to get nutrients in.
They're incredibly versatile. That's the beauty of them. Healthline says they're a concentrated nutrient source, and you control exactly what goes in.
Good for packing in veggies and fruit.
Definitely. Boosts your fiber intake easily, which helps with fullness. And adding protein like Greek yogurt, maybe some tofu or protein powder really helps keep you satisfied until lunch.
There's a catch, isn't there? You can easily overdo it.
Precisely. Healthline warns about adding too many high-calorie things. Juices, lots of nut butter, sweeteners. It can add up fast.
So keep it balanced. They give an example.
Yeah, a simple one. 1 cup Greek yogurt, some leafy greens, maybe 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and a cup of strawberries. Good mix of protein, fiber, lower steagall fruit.
Nice. Simple is good. Okay, berries. always seem to be on the healthy list.
And for good reason. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, and again, fiber. That fiber helps reduce hunger. Plus, Healthline mentions potential long-term benefits like reduced risk of heart disease and maybe some cancers.
Always good to hear. Now, grapefruit. That one has a bit of a reputation for weight loss.
It does. It's mentioned for being low-calorie, high in water, and fiber, all helpful things. Healthline also points to some research on citrus fruits, possibly due to compounds called polyphenols like naringin and grapefruit, which might affect metabolism.
Filters, but right.
A couple, yeah. Firstly, the research specifically on grapefruit and weight loss isn't totally consistent. We need more studies.
And the other thing, medication interactions.
Yes, and this is crucial. Healthline includes a strong warning. If you're on any medication, you absolutely must talk to your doctor or pharmacist before eating grapefruit. It can interfere with how some drugs work, sometimes dangerously.
Really important point.
Yes.
Safety first.
Yeah.
Okay. Coffee. The morning lifeline for many. Can that actually help?
It gets a nod, mainly because of the caffeine. Healthline suggests caffeine might give your metabolism a slight boost and help with fat burning. So, yeah, it could support weight loss efforts.
When combined with other healthy habits, presumably.
Exactly. Diet, exercise, coffee isn't a substitute, and crucially, how you drink it matters.
Ah, the sugar and cream trap.
Right. Loading it up can easily negate any potential benefits. Black coffee, or maybe just a splash of milk, is the way to go if weight loss is the goal.
Makes sense. Okay, kiwi fruit. Small but mighty.
Definitely fits that description. Healthline highlights vitamin C, K, potassium, and lots of fiber, up to 19% of your daily needs in a cup.
Wow. And specific benefits for weight.
Yes, some interesting research showing it might help reduce body fat, improve blood pressure, reduce inflammation in people with obesity.
It's quite impressive for a little fruit.
It is. It might also help with fullness, appetite control, maybe blood sugar. Plus, it's known for helping with digestion, a natural laxative effect.
Good to know. Okay, shifting to drinks again. Green tea,
Mm-hmm.
often touted for health benefits.
It's been studied a lot, as Healthline notes, especially for metabolism and fat-burning potential. They even mention a recent study linking higher green tea intake with less belly fat.
So there might be something to it beyond the ice.
Looks promising, yeah. And they suggest adding things like lemon, honey, ginger, or mint if you want more flavor.
Okay, chia seeds. They're tiny, but seem to be everywhere now.
They pack a punch. Healthline emphasizes the super high fiber content and that unique gel-forming property when they absorb water. That really helps with feeling full.
And protein, too.
Good source of protein, yeah, which can help regulate ghrelin, the hunger hormone. There was also an animal study suggesting they might improve fat metabolism.
But the human studies are less clear.
A bit mixed, that's right. Some show benefits for weight loss, others not so much. So, like with a few things, more research is needed to be definitive.
Fair enough. Now, a breakfast cornerstone. Oatmeal. Feels very wholesome.
It really is. Healthline praises it. Low calorie, high in fiber and protein. Great combo for appetite control. And it's got beta-glucan.
Beta-glucan, that's the special fiber in oats, right? Good for heart health.
Exactly. And it also impacts immune function. For weight management, the thinking is it helps balance blood sugar levels.
Preventing those spikes and crashes again.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Which helps manage appetite and potentially stops you from overeating later. A really solid choice.
Okay, another seed. Flax seeds, what's their angle?
Flax seeds are packed with viscous fiber, that's soluble fiber that gets, well, gel-like in your gut. Healthline points to research showing this type of fiber is really good at slowing digestion.
Which means feeling fuller, longer.
Exactly. Decreases appetite, potentially lowers calorie intake. Some studies suggest it has a pretty powerful effect on weight loss and appetite control.
Interesting. Lastly, nuts. Healthy snack, but for breakfast.
Absolutely, can be part of breakfast. Healthline says they offer a great mix: fiber, protein, healthy fats, all good for satiety and energy, supporting weight goals.
The calorie warning.
Yes, that's the crucial caveat. They are calorie dense, so portion control is key. Healthline suggests sticking to about 1 ounce, like 28 grams, so the calories don't sneak up on you.
Good advice. Okay, so that's a lot of great individual foods. Now let's bring it together with some actual recipes. Eating well, good food, NHS, they all had ideas. Seems like keeping calories in check is a theme.
Yeah, eating well, for instance, often focuses on recipes around or under 375 calories. And they use those ingredients we've just talked about: oats, peanut butter, eggs, berries, yogurt.
The goal being satisfying and supportive of weight loss.
Exactly. Meals that taste good but also work with your goals.
Any specific examples that caught your eye?
Well, Eating Well had a spinach and egg scramble with raspberries. Nice protein and fiber combo there.
Huh.
Also, a berry almond smoothie bowl using frozen banana for creaminess. And something different, sriracha, egg and avocado, overnight oats.
Savory oats. Interesting. Easy prep, too, I bet.
Yeah, overnight oats are brilliant for that. Make it the night before, grab and go.
What else did you find across the other sources? Good food? NHS?
Oh, loads. Good Food had scrambled eggs with basil, spinach, and tomatoes, suggesting skipping toast to keep it lighter, and a healthy homemade granola sweetened with prunes for fiber.
Fruits, okay.
And the NHS site had really practical stuff like creamy banana porridge and even brainy beans on toast, sneaking extra veg into baked beans. Clever.
It sounds like a lot of these are designed for real life, for busy mornings.
Definitely. Speed and ease seem important. Quick scrambles, those overnight oats, smoothies. Eating Well even had peanut energy bars for portability and muffin tin quiches you can make ahead. Meal prep friendly.
And fruits and veggies seem woven into almost everything. That NHS 5-a-day idea really comes through.
Absolutely. Berries in bowls, spinach and eggs, avocado on toast. It's all about boosting that fiber and nutrient intake right from the start. You see it in things like the NHS scrambled eggs on mega mushrooms or Good Foods healthy shakshuka, which they noted gives you like 4 of your 5 a day.
Impressive. And it really boils down to protein and fiber again, doesn't it, for that fullness factor?
That seems to be the magic combination. Lean protein eggs, yogurt, tofu, and vegan options paired with high fiber foods like oats, fruits, veggies, seeds. It's what keeps you satisfied, stops the energy dips, and helps you stick to your calorie goals without feeling, hungry all the time.
So if we had to sum it all up for someone wanting to use breakfast to help manage their weight,
I think the main takeaway is this. Being intentional about breakfast, choosing options rich in protein and fiber, can make a real difference. It sets a positive pattern for the whole day.
and it doesn't have to be boring. We've seen so much variety. Quick smoothies, make-ahead oats, savory egg
It's
dishes.
not boring at all, and adaptable too. You can tweak these ideas based on what you like and what you have. It's about finding sustainable choices that work for you.
This has been super helpful, really cuts through the confusion. So for you listening, maybe think about this. How could adding just one or two of these ideas into your routine change things? Your energy, your progress towards your goals? What's one simple swap you could try tomorrow morning to start seeing some of these benefits?